Welcome to HomeFront Sitrep. I hope you're in for a great show today because I'm just a veteran talking about what's on my mind and maybe yours.
You can find HomeFront Sitrep on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or wherever you find your favorite podcasts. You can also check out HomeFront Sitrep's YouTube channel.
Buckle up, the show is starting. Welcome everybody to HomeFront Sitrep Monday edition. How is everybody doing? It is a beautiful Monday here in Kentucky. We got some storms coming in up around the Ohio Valley River up there. It's been one of those days, man. Hopefully you had a good weekend. I know I did. My wife finally came home from Florida yesterday. I got a good night's sleep because she was home. I'm super excited about that. I get to hang out with her and love on her a little bit, even though she's like a lobster at the present moment in time because she got a lot of sun down in Florida. So, it's one of those things as a Marine, you got to mess with her because she's sunburned. You got to mess with her. You just got to do it. Candace will be jumping on here shortly. She is just getting off work and getting home. She'll be on here in just a few minutes. But you're in for a great show tonight, man. Let me tell you. So we got a Marine Corps veteran coming on. His name is Scotti Fraser. He lives out in the Houston area. He is a badass. Let's just put it that way. He's a badass. So he's his unique blend of American rock, Americana style music. So he's got a song called Red, White, and Blue. Let's see, there's all kinds of them, man. Do or Die, Never Surrender, I think is one of them. Here, let me pull up the list. I got it up here somewhere. But yeah, so he does, man, I tell you what. And then he's also the founder of Sergeant Records, which is a record label out in Texas area. Let me see. I'm trying to pull up the song list here. I had it pulled up and I closed it down. So let's see. Go to YouTube. Let's see. So yeah, he's got Red, White, and Blue, which is his newest released. Never Surrender, Do or Die, Tattoos and Battle Scars, More Than I Deserve, and there's a whole list of songs out there. And if you're a veteran and you're listening to his music, it will resonate with you. You can definitely tell, his time in the Marine Corps had a very big influence on his music and his style. So definitely excited about, bringing him up on the stage here in just a little bit. I'm going to throw this up here so you can see it again. Marine Corps combat veteran from Texas. Like I said, a unique blend of American rock. All kinds of good stuff, man. Waiting to see if Miss Candace jumps on here before I bring Mr. Scotti up on the stage. I don't know what she's doing. And I think Scotty's working on a new song or has a new song that he's getting ready to release. Yeah, I'm getting a thumbs up from him back in the green room there. So he was supposed to send it to me and he didn't email it to me. That way we could play it tonight. But we'll get it. We'll see. He might be able to pull it up and share it from his end, and we can play it that way. So we'll figure it out here in just a minute. But no, hopefully everybody had a good weekend, like I said. And if you're in the Kentuckiana area, Southern Indiana, Louisville, anywhere in that area, stay safe out there because there is a pretty good storm coming through. well, anywhere. If you're anywhere, stay safe. Um, let's see. What was I going to do? Yeah, thinking here, thinking what I want to do. Do. Lost my train of thought. That's why it's good to always have a second person here with you to bump you and say, "Get your head out of the gutter, man." But no, so tonight's going to be a great episode. We got Scotti Fraser, um, owner of Sargent Records out of Texas. He's also the front man for Scotti Fraser Band. So super excited about that. Let's bring Scotti up on the stage. Welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, how are you?
I'm
So good to
doing.
be here.
Yes, sir. I'm glad you're here. And once Candace joins in, we'll get this rocking and rolling because she's going to have a buttload of questions because she was excited about this episode
Sounds
just as
good.
well as
Hey,
I
I tell
was.
you what, I was backstage and I heard a little chatter about some interest in supporting the new song. So I think I might have just got it emailed to you. Just might have got an MP3 file emailed to you. So
I think I
I wanted
did.
to check
Let's
that out.
see.
So
I did. So do me a favor while I'm downloading this. Give everybody a little bit of rundown of who you are and your story, man.
all righty. Well, my name is Scotti Fraser. I'm from Houston, Texas. I live on the outskirts of the big city, one of the biggest cities in the country, and very, very proud to be here in Texas. And I served in the United States Marine Corps in the infantry with a combat service in Iraq, and served for 10 years in the Marine Corps. And very, very proud of my service. And that service very much molded me into the person I am today and is a driving force with the music that I create. When I came back from the Middle East, like a lot of us, not all of us, but a lot of us, I had some challenges I was working through, and music had always been there for me, as it is for a lot of us. And music was there for me to kind of find my way back home, one song at a time, as I like to say, find my voice again. And I noticed that the things I was feeling and the things that I was thinking was a lot of our story of men and women that serve over there. So I started writing these songs. I have a home studio where I'm at right now. And at about 3 o'clock in the morning after a nightmare, I'd go into my home studio and I'd start penning these songs and writing these songs out to try and digest and tell that story, and put this band together and also play acoustically and solo. And it started kind of gaining some traction. And so we've album that is you can find on all streaming platforms, the Do or Die album, and a series of singles that will be the second album coming out soon. The name of that album will be Never Surrender, and it's really music with a mission. And the mission is really to bring hope and empowerment to veterans and people struggling through hardships through the healing powers of music. And mine is not necessarily a unique story. There's a lot of us that face battles. Every person you meet in your life is most likely fighting some battle that you may know nothing about. And what I want to do is unite people and bring hope and empowerment and strength through my music. And here I'm in Houston, Texas, doing it. And God bless folks like you with your podcast to have me on to share that message and try and bring some strength and some positivity out there.
Well, yeah, definitely. Thanks for coming on here, and thanks for reaching out to me. Like I said, I've been following Sargent Records for a while, and I'm just now getting into like the whole music scene with veterans. With Hero Stock, because I met Jason Steiner.
Yeah,
with
Jason
Hero
Steiner,
Stock,
those guys are amazing. Yeah, love them.
and Jason's like, "Hey, man," because I'm trying to get a Hero Stock concert here in Kentucky, and
That'd be great.
and Bubba Wesley. I don't know if you know who Bubba Wesley. I think
Yeah, he's not far from me, I think.
Yeah, he's in the Houston area somewhere on the outskirts of Houston there, and I met him. I came to Houston for the Houston Rodeo, and my buddies with the Triple Threat Vets podcast, three of them live there in Houston, and so we went to the Houston Rodeo, got to see Jelly Roll, and then afterwards we went to the Hideout and went and seen Bubba Wesley. And Bubba's amazing. He's not a veteran, but he's a big time veteran supporter.
Very strong patriot, that guy. Yeah, I followed him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing. His music is awesome. My kids love listening to Bubba Wesley, and now I do Veterans Voice Radio too. And so I'll be in the truck and I'll put Simplify Country on, and
Yep.
Scotty Hastings, and
Yeah.
Barbara Sim, and all of these
Chris
people.
Turner, all those Malachias, all those great, yeah, all those guys, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're amazing. Yeah, Brent, I know Tracy has Doc on tonight.
Yep, she
So
does. That's right. Yeah, I
Brent,
was just on the phone with her last night. Yep.
yeah. So Brent's saying that Hero Stock is on Patriots Inside the Wire. At least one of the singers is on there tonight. I think Jason might be joining them as well. I'm not for sure.
Cool.
I know Wednesday night Tracy's going to go live with Scotty Hastings, who's going to be headlining the Hero Stock concert in Nashville coming up. So,
And the last time I was on Patriots Inside the Wire, I was very blessed that Scotty Hastings was on the podcast with us, and he was driving somewhere on tour, and he dialed in and got on the podcast with us. It was really cool. It was really cool.
oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I got Scotty coming up on August the 12th. And I'm excited about it because his organization Black River, they reached out to me and said, "Hey, can we get Scotty on your show?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but it's going to have to be this date because I was already booked out." So, but I think he's got some big news coming up August 12th. So I'm excited about that. But so tell us a little bit about Sergeant Records. How many people do you have signed to your label, if you have anybody signed to your label, and what do you look for in artists when you want to sign them to your record label?
Well, we're just really we've been kind of rolling for about a year, and it's really started out as more or less a music production company. And I'll get into the first record coming out shortly, but it started really as a music production company, and we wanted to give a voice to veterans, and we later opened it up to veterans and patriots, and people in the same life place that we're at. And we wanted it to be a positive stance, like I say, to bring hope and bring strength and empowerment. And we would put on shows and put on events, and all of those concerts that we put on, I was blessed to personally perform at a fair amount of those. But all those concerts we put on are basically benefit concerts, and they all have a benefactor, a nonprofit or two that we choose. We talked about Combined Arms and Grace Under Fire. One of our last big successful events was in downtown Houston, right in the shadow of the Astros and the Rockets Stadium, and at this wonderful, wonderful big venue called Pitch 25. I'd like to give a shout out to them. And they opened up their 25,000 square foot place to us. And we put on this concert. And what we were doing was, the long and short of it, it was a diaper drive, and we called it Operation Baby. And people were kind of saying, Scotty, are you playing at a baby shower? And I said, well, baby shower for struggling veterans. Yes. And we got a couple hundred cases of diapers for struggling veteran families and young families as well. There's a teen pregnancy center on the south side of Houston called Anchor Point that we support. And the Veterans Resource Center we support in Houston is called Combined Arms, and they have multiple nonprofits in their building. And the long and short of it is, we just want to do something. We don't want to just go out there and rock. We want to do something to support other people, and mainly people that are struggling and people facing adversity. So those are the things we do.
That's awesome.
And then to put an end cap on that, I've been in the recording studio about 3 nights a week for the last 2 months. And aside from my personal recordings, what we're doing is we're putting together the Sergeant Records Christmas album.
Nice.
And, it's weird singing songs in June and July about Christmas, but that's when you got to do them strategically to get them out around that November timeframe. But we're going to have a Christmas album. That'll be the first Sergeant Records official multi-artist release. We've got a Navy mom, Emily Glazner, that's going to be on there. My good Patriot friend, Tucker Hart, and myself, I'm going to be on there. And these are going to be very veteran, Americana focused Christmas songs, and we will probably donate a good portion of those proceeds to more diapers for Anchor Point and Combined Arms.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. That's amazing. So I'm definitely going to have to buy that album because, and then we're going to have to get it on Veterans Voice Radio as well.
Would love that. Yeah. It'll be about 8 tracks, about 8 Christmas songs. So it'd be really cool.
Nice.
All original music.
So all original. So you're not going to do any like covers of like Frosty the Snowman or anything like that?
Yeah. We are probably going to close it out with a local guy's cover of Winter Wonderland, but it will mostly be original music. I thought about that too. And these veterans that we're recording and veteran families have such a unique take that we really wanted to give their original thoughts a voice. So we decided with this record to make it some original music. I think if you give it a listen, once it comes out, we're looking right around the Halloween era because Walmart's putting out their Christmas stuff before Halloween. So we might put out our Christmas record about that time, when the decorations go up. But we want to give a voice to these original thoughts and these original ideas that these veterans and patriots are doing.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see, because you always hear like these different country artists and rock artists, and they come out with their own original country or Christmas song, and it's just like, all right. And then you listen to some of them, and it's like, that's really good. So I'm definitely excited. Now, will this be on like a Spotify playlist, or is something you have to go to in-store to purchase?
So this Sgt. Records Christmas album, Volume 1, is going to be on every streaming platform worldwide. So the Spotify's, the Apple, iTunes, Amazon, Deezer, Pandora, YouTube Music, all that good stuff, and even ones that you'll find overseas. It will be distributed digitally on all platforms.
Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely excited about that.
Yeah. So when you find it, I'll send you the link once we get it up, and put it in your playlist, and trim the tree and play some of these veteran songs. So it'd be really cool.
Awesome. Look who just said something to you.
Yeah. Hey, love you, Jason. Right on, brother.
Mr. Jason Steiner. I love that guy, man.
Right there. Yeah, he's doing some really, really good stuff out there, between everywhere from Nebraska and Tennessee and like
everywhere in between,
expanding even farther. They're doing some really good stuff. They're putting a lot of veterans on stage and letting those veterans tell their story.
Yeah.
And me as a musician and as a veteran, anyone who supports that is just hits me right in the feels. So they're doing some really, really good stuff, and they're giving a voice to a lot of people and doing some good stuff. So God bless them.
Oh yeah. So they Barbara Sim, I think she's from Alaska. She comes in to these concerts.
She's a Marine as well. Barbara Sim is a United States Marine Corps veteran. Yep.
So yeah, I love what Jason is doing with with Hero Stock. I think he said that he got invited to like 30 different states to come out and do a Hero Stock concert.
Yeah.
I've been texting him every other day. Hey, we need to get together about Hero Stock Kentucky, because I'm so excited about it, because I'm planning on doing it November 8th, which is right around Veterans Day.
Yeah.
And have a big concert out there in Kentucky here at Bull County Fairgrounds. So once Jason is freed up, because I know right now he's running around with this like a chicken with their head cut off.
I can imagine he's a very, very busy man. Yeah.
He is probably super busy.
We want to get him down here in Texas too. So
heck yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love for him to be in Houston, and I wonder if you could do it at the same place that Houston Rodeo is. Have a big Hero Stock concert there, or would that be
NRG Stadium? Yeah, I mean that would be really cool. That would be very fitting to something so important. So absolutely,
that would be pretty cool. Miss Candace, how are you? You've been awful quiet up there.
Well, I'm still trying to dry off. Like I was late coming out of work because I couldn't even see out the windows at work, and I was soaking wet. Oh, sorry, I was late. Hi, Scotty.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, you got caught in that storm up there.
I did. And that's why I have a hoodie on. I'm freezing. I was like, okay, I'm still wet, but here I am.
So, Scotty, let's see. you sent me your song, so let's play that real quick. If you're ready for it. You ready for it?
I think we're ready for it.
Let's do it. And what's this song called? American Made?
The new one I just sent you?
Yeah.
The new song I just sent you, it's unreleased. And, you know, I'm not any kind of a rock star, big name or anything like that, but I do want to say that I'm proud to share that this is the first time it's airing. It's a new song that was just finished, mixed and mastered in the studio just recently. And you're the first one playing it. So thank you. I really appreciate that. It's a song for all of us. It's a song I wrote, but I can't really take ownership of it because it's all our story. It's autobiographical in a sense that it's about a guy that is born in this country and faces the ups and downs and hardships of just life and survival, joins to serve the military, and you know, is keeping his faith in the good book in a Chevrolet, you know, and it's a song called American Made.
Oh, I love it.
Look, we get another first on Homefront. We love these.
It's the first on HomeFront Sitrep. Absolutely right. Thank y'all.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, let's play it.
He's got a rose tattoo. It reminds him of the girl he loves. And he's got that rock and roll coming from the speakers in his pickup truck. And it'll always be that way. Until his dying days. He's American made. Until his dying days. He's American made. Now he's got a wife and kids, and bills that he can't pay. But he's clinging to the good book and a Chevrolet. And he's still proud to say until his dying day, he's American made. Until his dying day, he's American made. He'll stand up for the colors, and that won't ever change. And when he feels like he's back over there, he turns it up to 10 and lets that radio play. He's American made.
That is a really, really great song. It needs to be on the radio now.
I had to
Thank you
keep
very
stopping myself because I wanted to start singing along. I'm like, all right, I'm with it. I've got it.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much. That song's very special to me, and I'm just really waiting for the right time to put it out on streaming. So thank you for, giving me a voice and a platform to put that song out there first.
Oh no, no thanks needed. That's what we
Thank
do
you.
here. That's what we do here at Homefront Sit Rep. We give that platform for veterans to tell their stories, and me, I love music, any type of music. It could be, except for classical. I'm not a big fan of classical, but uh, you name it, I listen to it. And then what really makes this special is it's coming from a veteran, a Marine Corps brother. Let's just put it that way. It comes from a Marine Corps brother, and it's an amazing song. And I've listened to, I grew up listening to, uh, all the old stuff, back in the day, the 60s, 70s, and 80s country, and grew up listening to rock and roll. And no, man, I could see that. I can honestly see that playing on the radio, and it could play either country or rock.
Now I'm already
So
ready to hear it again. Like, you need to send it to me.
Thank you very much. It says in the bio that I've got one foot in Nashville and one foot in LA. LA is where I moved from, Southern California when I came out here to Texas by the grace of God. And Nashville is near and dear to my heart, and very inspirational musically, and have a lot of good friends out there that inspire me, like Chris Turner and Malachias and Brian Romans and all those guys. And this song is just, like I said, I wrote it. I can't take full ownership for it because I just hope it's the story of so many of us. Even that line, when he feels like he's back over there, he turns it up to 10 and lets that radio play. And that's autobiographically, that's my story. When I'm having those flashback moments or those PTSD moments from a service in Iraq, I find that right song. And, music has always been salvation. And I put that song on and I turn it up and try and wash those bad, sad thoughts away and into something positive,
Yeah, I'm the same way. When I'm driving down the road and I start doing that 1,000-yard stare, I find some music, whatever mood I'm in, whether I throw on some rap music or I throw on classic rock or country. I mean, it just depends.
Yeah.
And I'll
Whatever that song that you need in that moment.
yeah, and you are right, Brent. He says music is medicine. Music is very much so medicine,
medicinal.
and
that might end up in one of my songs in the next couple months, Brent. Thank you.
there you go. Music is medicine, and he's 100% correct on that, because when like I said, depending on what mood I'm in, is what type of music I'm playing. If I'm in the gym, usually I'm throwing on some, White Zombie or something of that nature. If I'm just chilling, then, it's either classic country. I'm not a big fan of modern country. I do like some of the songs in the modern country, but I'll tell you another one, like Jelly Roll, his music, Save Me and I'm Not Okay.
Absolutely. His songs really resonate with me. Absolutely. It's a hard luck story and a hardship story. And that guy shoots from the hip, and it's just so honest and poetic. And I love that. And stories like that is something that attracts me to a lot of the veteran music artists. If you look at my Spotify favorites, I always trying to, when I find a new veteran artist, I plug them in. And I just, not taking away anything from anyone who wasn't in uniform. That's not what I'm saying here. But there's something special to me about a lot of these veteran artists, that they sing from a different place in the heart, from this type of experience that just reaches me personally.
Yeah.
And I just hope people really can maybe through Hero Stock and some of these events, find some of these veteran artists, like Shannon Book and these guys, and really dig into the stories that they're telling.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, because like Shannon Book, Doc, um, Scotty Hastings, Barbara Sim,
Mhm.
all these artists, they put their heart and soul into it, like
Right.
you do as well, and you can tell like when a veteran's writing a song, um, and whether their demons are creeping in or whatever, it really resonates, especially with me being a veteran. It really resonates with me. Like my buddy Theory Ryan, his music. When I first heard him, I heard him live for the very first time. Um, and Joe Hunt says, "Scott, you're amazing. I love your music."
Oh, Joel's amazing too. Joel's been in my corner for like 2 years. So thank you so much, Joel.
That's
Thank you for all
awesome.
that you do to give a voice to guys like me. So thank you.
Well, go ahead,
Coming
Ken.
from a civilian, like, and being in the veteran community for 20 plus years now,
Right.
like, there is something different when it comes from a veteran because you do hear it differently. And maybe I'm biased because I'm in the community, but
Right.
you just that song alone, when you hear it and you've heard some of the stories and you've seen it, like Malachi's, I met in Murfreesboro because he was at the Black Hawk Down reunion, and he's a
That's
cool
my blood
dude.
brother right there.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're talking my
he's a really cool
yeah.
dude, and at JT Cooper's house, and
Mhm.
so like I listened to some of JT's songs, and it's just like,
Mhm.
ooh, like you get the goosebumps. Like talking about it right now, you get
Right.
goosebumps.
They have this these
So
veteran
deep.
artists, yeah, have this
Mhm.
perspective, and it's
Yeah,
really intense. Yeah.
it comes across way different, and
Right.
yeah, there's something amazing about it, and I feel like
Right.
it draws people to it because you're hearing real life. It's not just a story that was written by some artist. It's
Right.
you're putting your life into it.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
putting the heart and soul into it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you so much. And I just hope that, I mean, this is really, music is being a performer is a very, very self-serving occupation.
Mm.
But I think a lot of us that are veterans in this are part of a community. And, I've dropped a number of names in this interview so far, but it's
Right.
because these are people that inspire me. And I want to, while I have a platform here on your show to maybe mention their names and folks can hear these other guys and gals as well. I think if I go up, it's because we all go up together,
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I really feel, in this veteran music community, like we keep talking about Hero Stock and those guys, like this is like a unit. It's like, I've been out of my Marine Corps infantry unit for quite a few years, but being welcomed into this music community of veterans, I feel like I'm like part of a platoon. I feel like I've got family, and all these guys support me, and I support all them, and it's a really cool thing. So
Yeah, that's a good thing about, being a veteran, and regardless of what branch you served in, unless it's Space Force. We don't really consider them veterans yet, but
At
uh,
least they don't eat crowns.
listen, you're
oh,
fired.
is it lunch break?
Yeah,
I don't
right.
Sorry, I got
Right?
distracted.
Um,
Energy.
but
Red's my favorite flavor.
Which
same,
one? Red?
red.
Red's my
Well,
favorite
that's a
flavor.
typical Marine. You got to be a different Marine and like something like
Scarlet
there's.
and gold are my favorite flavor.
I got
Great.
a good friend, and his favorite flavor is Bud Light Blue.
Yeah.
Like that's his favorite. Sorry, I was just tagging people that I was friends with.
No, you're
So
good. So she tagged JT Cooper, who is the founder of Warrior Rounds.
Okay.
He was also with the 10th Mountain during Somalia,
Okay.
during Black Hawk Down.
well, so was
And
Malachi.
right, and so was Malachi, so was James
So
Thornton,
was
all the
James.
three that you tagged there. But Warrior Rounds, what they do is, do you know what Warrior Rounds is?
I do not know, but I'd love to hear.
So Warrior Rounds takes singer-songwriters, could be veterans, could be Grammy award-winning singer-songwriters, and they pair them with veterans, and then they take them and they write a song about that veteran's life.
Okay.
So they're based out of Nashville. JT Cooper had a very promising music career in the country music business, and then he gave it up to serve his country. and now he's giving back to these veterans by creating songs about their life. So you definitely want to check out Warrior Rounds.
Awesome.
Their,
I will.
their website. And there's another one out there called Operation Song.
So I was trying to find a way to segue into to mention them, but go ahead, please, because I have a very close connection with those guys.
Oh, look, we are happy to mention anybody. Like, if we can spread words about any type of resources there are out there for our veterans and their families, like, throw them out. We are all good with it. There is no like stepping on toes. If we can throw names of organizations and
Operation Song is Operation Song is so special to me because they had such a big part in springboarding this semi-successful music career that I'm having right now. And I'll give you my elevator pitch on those guys and what they mean to me. I am an alumni with a number of veterans organizations, one of which is Wounded Warrior Project. And they had a singer-songwriter, a songwriting therapy event that I went to, and you sat down with a Nashville songwriter, and you would tell them your story. And if you were like me that played a little guitar, or a lot of guitar, you bring your guitar in and you write this song together. So I sat down at the Wounded Warrior Project office here in Houston, Texas, a few years back with a gentleman named Bob Regan, who is an amazing, amazing man. I think he's since retired, but he might be still doing Operation Song. He wrote some of Keith Urban's earliest hits, songs for Kenny Chesney. And here I am sitting with this guy and telling him my story of this photo that I kept of my wife in my flak jacket pocket when I was in combat in Iraq. And when there would be a quiet moment or some still moments, or when the sun would go down over that orange haze of the entire city on fire of Baghdad, and the smoke and the smells and the heat. And I would pull out that picture and look at this photo of my wife, and it would give me hope, like, hey, look, I can't quit. I got to keep going. I got to make it home. I got to get back to this girl, got to get back to my girl. So I shared that song with Bob Regan, and together we wrote one of my first songs, which is on the Do or Die album, called You Were There. And it's really a song for anybody. I think a lot of us soldiers and Marines and sailors had that photo or that something of a loved one at home that kept us hope moving forward. So
yeah, for sure.
Operation Song's really special to me. They springboarded what I'm doing right now.
So you kind of wrote a song with Operation Song, and then you turned it into a song of your own.
Yes, that's right.
Dude, that's amazing. Yeah, I haven't really, like, I've followed them and stuff, Operation Song, but I haven't really reached out to them yet. But they are on my list of people to reach out to. But now that I know somebody who's been there, I'm gonna be hitting you up for a contact phone number, because sometimes it's easier.
Yeah. I think I still got Bob's phone number in my phone. So if you want to cold call him, absolutely mention my name, please, and tell him I love him and said hello.
Oh, don't think I won't, because I will.
Scotty told us to call you.
So I'm assuming this might be your wife.
Yes, that is my family at a Christmas Eve service at our church.
Awesome.
That's a few years back. So now, if that photo was taken now, I would be the shortest one in the photo instead of the second shortest. But that's awesome. My amazing family, and that's my wife. That's the one that song was written about. That's the one that I had that photo of in my flak jacket pocket. So,
well, thank you for jumping on, Miss Fraser. Your husband is amazing. He's a Marine Corps badass. I'm just gonna say that because I'm a Marine too, so I got to say that. So I was trying to find some Operation Song videos, but I didn't see anything. So I know, like with Warrior Rounds, what they do is they'll pair these veterans with the singer-songwriters, like James Thornton. She tagged him in the post earlier. He was with Bobby E. Boyd, who co-wrote some songs with Rascal Flatts.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Like "Bless the Broken Road" is what he co-wrote with, and they do when they get done and they get these songs together. then they go to the Hard Rock Cafe in Nashville,
Mhm.
and then they do a live and release the songs on the live there.
Right.
It's amazing. And then they create a video about it, and then then they post it on their website and stuff. So yeah, I love music. Music is, like I said earlier, it's one of those things that music is medicine, like Brent said. And no matter what mood I'm in, I can throw some music in and it will clear my head,
Right.
and then I can move on with my day. And I like listening to loud music. My wife, on the other hand, she likes to keep the volume really low. Me, I'm full blown.
We're the same way.
Yeah.
We're the same way. I like you. I was in an occupation where I used to blow stuff up for a living, and a lot of gunfire. And I've been playing in leading music bands for a long time, so it's got to be loud if I'm going to hear it.
Right. Yeah, I was infantry like you. I was an infantry guy, and
Right.
my hearing is not as good as it once was, as
Right.
Toby Keith would say.
Yeah.
I'm not as good as I once was.
but
Yeah. Rest in peace there, Mr. Toby Keith. But
absolutely.
no, I love what you guys are doing with your veteran community of musicians all around the country, because I know, like Groovin Tom, I don't he runs Guitars for Vets, the cyber chapter within Cav Arts, and Guitars for Vets, they teach veterans how to play guitar. And then at the end of their 11 classes that they have, the veteran actually gets a guitar given to them.
Cool. Yes,
which is super cool. And and kind of like Operation Song, and kind of like Warrior Rounds, that's a springboard for veterans getting into the music business. And then for people like Jason Steiner to create a phenomenal concert series that focuses on veteran singers, songwriters, and their family, because I know Jason's daughter, Bree, she just is the lead singer of a band now, because
I've seen her videos. I've seen her sing. Yeah.
She's amazing. I'm like, holy cow, I wish I had pipes like that. But
yeah, you know what? I've seen video of, I believe, every artist that was on stage at the Rolla, Missouri Hero Stock show, and they're all really, really good. There's another one, I believe it's a veteran singing for them, called Die Tired, and I think I've been following those guys for a while and writing with them a little bit on Facebook, and I think they're going to be on one of the Hero Stock shows, but they're a really, really good band as well.
Okay. There's another one called Tennessee Holy Water.
Okay.
It's a band.
Sounds like a Blackberry Smoke or one of those kind of really cool Southern rock.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And most of them guys are, I think 3 out of the 4 are veterans, or maybe 2 out of 4. But they're veterans. And, and then there's another one called the Austin Netherly Band here in Louisville. That's two of the members are veterans, and they're up and coming artists. And that's like, I'm trying to get Hero Stock here to Kentucky, and I'm like, well, I got plenty of artists locally that are veterans that sing. We do our veteran suicide awareness concert. We're having our 3rd one coming up this year on November 9th. And I think 75% of the bands that are playing are all veterans. So I definitely want to get you connected with some of the bands that I know that, like there's one called Hard Road. Every one of them are veterans.
Well, let me tell you, with our Sergeant Records startup label that we're doing, we regularly put on shows. As we were talking about earlier, we regularly put on concerts. And there's always a beneficiary. Like I said, whether it's a diaper drive for veteran families, we did a toy drive last winter for Veterans Day in November, and we delivered about 100 toys to the Combined Arms Veterans Resource Center. Not to toot my own horn, but just to kind of put a little fire under folks' feet, that's the kind of stuff that we want to do. So what I'm saying, what I'm trying to get to is that with those types of things, if you have bands or artists you can send our way, if we can work out to get them on one of our stages at our home venue here in Houston, Texas, we would absolutely love to do that. We would love to expand, to have more than just local Texas artists on there, to get other artists down here part of it. So
No, yeah, I definitely. As soon as we get off here, first I got to call my mom because she just left me a message and
Yeah.
call me.
Well,
when you get
mama
off.
first. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I got to call her first, but then I will send an email and get you
Yeah.
connected with. Definitely going to get you connected with Hard Road, and then I'm gonna get you connected with Tennessee Holy Water, and then a few other ones as well. And then I know. Do you have like a certain style of music that you want sent to you, or does it matter as long as they're veterans?
So the style that I'm hoping to have sent to me is actually multi-genre. We are pretty proud that between my wife and myself, the last couple that we put on, and our other partner that we did for the last year, putting on events, that we would have multi-genre artists. So we'd have a country, we'd have a folk, we'd have a rock, we'd have we really enjoy doing that. If it just the way the cards lay, we have 5 country artists, well, we'll do a country show. But I think it's really fun to put on multi-genre, so there's a little something for everybody.
Right.
Feel free to send me whatever you got.
That's what I was thinking too, Willis.
Well, I just tagged Theory, my buddy Ryan. So do you mind if I play one of his songs for you and see what you think of his song?
Let's do it.
So this is his new song. This is called Falling from Grace. And basically what this song is about is being as an artist, that if you don't put out your content, if you don't constantly put out your content, then you fall from grace.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So
nature of the beast. Yeah.
Yeah. So and that like resonates with me, because being a podcaster, if I don't put out all everything and keep up with it, then I can fall from grace and not be where we're sitting at. So here, let's play this song.
He's a totally different genre because he's a rapper.
Yeah,
Okay.
he knows.
I
He's
love it all. Love it all.
So let's play it.
He's a Marine.
And he's a Marine.
But I don't really even know what I've been trying to prove. It feels like I've been falling from grace.
Yeah. Can't seem to escape this fate. Try pleasing the masses just to be told that my music ain't even great. It's way below average, people so cold, and how many followers you get defining success. It's crazy to think how I do what I love for a living, but somehow I still don't feel blessed. Ain't get enough views on that clip that I posted a week ago. Goddamn, must mean that I suck. Meanwhile, the video trending right now is a girl on the gram say she down to get fucked. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I'm posting my content, crossing my fingers for luck, and hoping they playing my songs. But hundreds of streams will still only get you $1. So how in the hell do I win? Do I change who I am? Do I put out an album by selling drugs, fucking bitches, foreign cars, all the riches, gang, Glocks with switches? Maybe they'll love it and I can go viral, but is the fame worth it if I'm losing myself in the process, forcing my heart and my head in a downward spiral?
I feel like I've been losing myself for far too long. Far too long. For far too long. I don't really even know what I've been trying to do. It seems like I've been floating away. You love me, then you love me not. These feelings gon' put me in the grave, but I don't really even know what I've been trying to prove. It feels like I've been falling from grace. I won't lose myself just to prove myself to the people that don't want me to change.
But I gotta adapt, so I gotta change up the grind before I get left behind. I'm already midway to 40 and worried I'll never be hitting my prime. You tell me to always stay true to myself, but then when I do it, I'm wasting my time. Just give me a sign. I don't wanna change, don't wanna conform, but I know I gotta do something and soon, cause then if I don't, I'm breaking the norm. And fuck social media, all of that hatred been bringing me down. I go to perform and post up a reel to show how I did, then get all these messages about how I'm corny. Nobody does that, you should just stop. Put out the song, I bet you it flops. Hang up the mic, your flow is too basic, no wonder your Spotify listeners dropped. This is the shit that I get for pursuing my passion, thinking one day I'ma pop, and maybe I might, but all that I know is I'm gonna continue to rise to the top. I ain't losing myself.
I don't really even know what I've been trying to do. It seems like I've been floating away. You love me, then you love me not. These feelings gon' put me in the grave, but I don't really even know grace. I won't lose myself just to prove myself to the people that don't want me to change. I don't really even know what I've been trying to do. It seems like I've been floating away. You love me, then you love me not. These feelings gonna put me in the grave, but I don't really even know what I've been trying to prove. It feels like I've been falling from grace. I won't lose myself just to prove myself to.
So what did you think of that?
Officially, I will say this: one of the best rap songs I've heard in a long time. Really
That's
good.
amazing.
Really hit me in the feels.
Mhm.
Lyrically, I feel the same way in a lot of ways. So I feel that pain, you know.
That's and if you listen to any of his music, you can feel that he is writing from his heart. And then there's a bunch of his songs that he talks about, you know, his time in the service and leaving the service and what he was going to do after that. And
It's amazing. Me as a songwriter and as a lyricist, and I always try and say something crafty, you know, while in the way of spinning a song, that someone like him can explain a story so perfectly and make it rhyme.
yeah,
You know,
Mhm.
and keep it with prose and phrase on beat, and it's really impressive. That was really impressive. Wow, I'm very blown away.
so I'm going to get you and him connected for sure. I tagged him in it. I was hoping he would jump on.
He signed on a label, or is he?
So he just signed with Big Homies Records.
Okay, so he's got
Out of
He's like, wait, is he signed?
maybe I can get one song. Maybe I
yeah,
can get
yeah.
Wait, you know, it'd be the song called Crab Trap.
So we were talking with Ryan on one of the shows or Theory, and somebody said Crab Trap. He said that's our next song. So I don't know if he's going to do it, but
It's a
we're gonna
military
see.
story for sure. So
I'm going to give a shout out to Mr. Christopher Elder. He runs the Mill to Vet organization. He also has a podcast, Return to Roots Mill to Vet. So Chris, I'm gonna get you connected with Scotti too, so you can have Scotti on your show as well. And then Patrick O'Malley's watching from LinkedIn at the present moment in time. So thank you for jumping on.
Hey Patrick, how are you, brother? Thanks for being here.
So, but no, it's like your music. It's like Scotty Hastings' music. It's like Doc's music. I'm gonna call him Doc. I'm not gonna try to butcher his name, but Shannon Book. You know, Barbara Sims. You know, when I listen to their music, whether I'm listening to it on Veterans Voice Radio or wherever I find them at, all the music resonates, and you can tell that they're writing from their heart and their soul. They're putting their soul into it. And when you reached out to me, and because I didn't know who you were at first, you know, because I had seen some of your stuff that you had posted, but I didn't really know who you were. But you reached out to me, we got connected, and I started listening to your music, and I was like, yeah, this is awesome. And then you created Sergeant Records, and you know, here you are, you got out of the Marine Corps, but you still have that servant's heart. So you're giving back to the veteran community, and that's amazing. That's something to be applauded.
Thank you. To me, it's really that mission continues thing. I want to still be in the fight. I've got the the bones and the marks of a warrior, like a lot of us do, and that arthritic lower back, you know.
Yeah.
But I still want to be vibrant, and I want to stay in the fight, and I want to be part of a unit, and I want to be part of this group and this brotherhood and sisterhood. And like I keep saying, just want to be in the fight and keep pushing forward and try and do something positive for other people. So
you know, I bet he could get a song out of JT.
Yeah, we're stronger together, you know. So it's yeah.
So how is your travel budget? Let's put it that way. How's your travel budget?
And there comes the stutter step.
Well, I mean, where are you going with that, Will?
And here's the reason. Well, here's the reason I'm asking, because July 25th through the 30th, we got the Vietnam Traveling Wall with the Cost of Freedom tribute coming to Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Friday night and Saturday night, we have some veteran singer-songwriters that are going to be performing. So if you were available to come, I think it's the 26th and 27th. I was going to introduce you to some of the veteran singer songwriters locally that are going to be there, and then also November 9th. We're gonna have our third annual, which will also have other veteran singer songwriters there as well. So I was just trying to think what your budget was like.
Well, let's without throwing out numbers on the www.com. Let's talk offline and let's see what we can do. I definitely have an interest to travel outside of Texas and to spread the message and to meet other people and to get in this community even deeper. So let's continue the conversation. Absolutely, for sure.
And I have this funny feeling that
we can
maybe like
definitely do that.
November 8th or 9th, there could definitely be like a time slot opened up for Mr. Fraser here.
Yeah, those are we got a Marine Corps birthday cake going on that weekend after.
Yeah, definitely. There could be a spot that might open up for you to play at one of these concerts. Yeah,
let's absolutely.
So we can. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about it for sure. So tell us about Red, White, and Blue. Was one of your latest songs that you just released. Am I correct on that? That's one of the latest.
Yeah, Red, White, and Blue was the kind of the main single off of the first album, which didn't come out that long ago. It came out just last year.
So go ahead.
You guys need to eat crowns like quickly.
I'm sorry, choking on an orange number 5. Red, White, and Blue is a song that I really wrote. It's just a simple country rock song, and it's just being inspired by this country. I think that even on our worst day, we're doing better than a lot of other places that a lot of us have been to. I've served in places like Guantanamo and across the Middle East and Iraq and stuff, and even been to Europe and a lot of third world countries. I think even on our worst day, that we've got it pretty good here. And I was just so thankful that I wanted to write a song about this love of this country that has given me so much opportunity. I came from very meager means. I came from poverty and abuse and hardship, and this country has just given me so much opportunity, especially an opportunity to serve and give back. So I wrote this song really kind of on a double entendre about this girl that I love, and she's traveling around in all these beautiful places she goes to. But as you get farther in the song, you find out I'm singing about the flag and the flag all around this country. And I wanted to mention places like Texas and Colorado and New York and, these places that are so beautiful in the country. And that's really what it is. It's just about a love of country and just trying to give back to this. Yeah.
Would Malachi jump in?
Yeah.
No, I love it because like when I listened to Red, White, and Blue, I was like, man, at first
definitely my dude, my blood brother right there.
If he, I think he's getting ready to go on a show here shortly. I think
he is shortly, and after your
show,
to
come on our show, Mr. Malachi.
Yeah, we definitely need to get Doc on our show. For
I know he's not a service officer anymore, so he's got a little more time.
He says he loves this guy. I think he meant loves this guy, but
yeah, the feeling's mutual. Let's share a movie.
All right, let's do it. Malachi, we'll talk. I'll message you.
Yeah, you get that hooked up, Candace. We'll get him on our show. I think he's getting ready to go on
Patriots Inside the Wire.
Patriots Inside the Wire with Tracy. Yeah, it should be going live here shortly, I think.
Okay, yeah.
But no, I love your music, and I love everything that you got going on, with everything. And I'm gonna, you're my brother from another mother. You're a Marine just like I am, and we're gonna get you connected. Have you got back with Bubba yet? I know I got y'all connected via text message, but have you and him got together
We've not
yet?
texted. We've just messaged. I think I've commented on some of his posts, and he's been kind enough to. I know he's a busy man here, and he's kind of written back, thank you for the kind words and the compliments and things, but we've never like kind of officially.
Okay, because he's not signed, right?
Okay.
So he's not signed. He's an independent artist. I love his music. So my favorite song of his is "I Can't Get You Off My Mind." I'm not even
And
going to
that's the
say
one you cannot play live, right?
And I've got him. I'm following him on Spotify as well. So yeah,
awesome. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs of his. But he's got several. "Oilfield Princess" is another good one. So I'm definitely. I know I already got you and him connected, but I'm going to get you connected with all these other people as well.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah.
And
let's help some of these folks expand down into Texas.
Yes.
If I can be a part of that. So.
Yeah, and then also we can bring some Texas artists out here to Kentucky. We can get together and get something collabing out here in Kentucky, because my hometown where I live at now, Mount Washington, we have an amphitheater and we put on Friday night concerts. A lot of them are cover bands, but I would love to get a veteran series, a veteran concert series going on as well. So yeah, we see Doc says he'll play Kentucky.
Well, Malachi is not. Yeah, he's not far. I mean, last time I saw him,
Doc's going to be there. I'm going to be there. I've been trying to get Doc to come down and play at my venue down here, and we're still working on that. And we're going to get him to break in down here at my place down here in Texas. So.
Nice.
Look, Malachi, James just bought a new house, so you and JT can hop in the car and come up and stay with James, and let's do some Kentucky playing.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Well, and then the next reunion's at James's house. That's what we're doing.
There we go. Well, Malachi, you need to get Scotti hooked up with JT because he didn't know about Warrior.
Yeah.
So get Malachi to get you hooked up with JT.
Sounds good. Yeah.
So that'd be a good connection there as well. So, but no, man. Do you got anything else that you want to talk about that we haven't touched on, or
pretty much covers the bases? I mean, if I'm going to get on my platform here, to close out with, it's just thank you to anyone who gives a listen to the music. Again, I'll just reiterate that my music has a mission, and it's just to bring hope and empowerment to people. And after every show I do, there's at least a couple guys or gals that served or first responders that come up to me and say, like that song "Do or Die," like, hey, that was my story too when I was in Afghanistan. That reminded me of. And I write these songs, and they're all but one are my original songs, but I don't even take full ownership for them because they're really all our story. I'm just writing our story, and if my music can bring hope and positivity and strength to people, then that's worth a gold record to me. So,
oh yeah, for sure. And that's that's like doing this podcast. If I help one veteran today, then I'm doing my job.
Right.
And that's kind of like with you and Malachi and everybody else that's in the music business. If you help that one veteran, regardless if you help that veteran or not, because you might have that one veteran that comes up to you and say, hey, that song saved my life. But what about the 20 other ones that are behind the scenes that don't have the courage to come up and say, hey, you saved my life? But you are reaching them, you are touching them, and that is amazing, my friend.
Absolutely. That's what I was going to say. Is earlier you said it's very, very self-serving, and it is. It is to a sense, and that's how you see it, and that's how you feel it. But truly, the selflessness of what you're doing and the outlet that you're giving somebody else. When we talk about music being so medicinal, you're doing a very selfless act as well. And it's where you're talking about you're wanting to still be in it. You want to be part of that unit, and you are. Maybe not physically. You're not physically in that fight, but you're helping others fight through their fight. And
I appreciate that very, very much. It just lets me know that that's the payoff. I mean, for me, it's not about $1 million. It's just about what you said. And if one former soldier, guy or gal, comes up to me at the end of a show and said, "Hey, nobody sang my story before, and that was my story, and thank you," then
you did your job.
what's $1,000,000? I did my job as a
Yeah.
sergeant. I did my job.
You completed your mission. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I feel the same way with this podcast. If somebody comes up and say, "Hey, that story really resonated with me," it put me in a better place, then that's what is worth it. Like we did last year for Christmas, we put some feelers out there, and we were looking for a veteran family in need, and we found this family in Shepherdsville that the veteran and his wife and their kids took in their niece and nephews, and I think it was 4 kids that they took in. So we put posts out there, and we got all these volunteers to come in and everything. And then the lady who reached out to me, she said, "Well, do you want the news there?" And I was like, "Why would I want the news there? I don't want them there. That's not what we're doing this for."
Yeah, it's not about recognition.
Yeah, it's not about the recognition. Right. And the payoff for me was when we pulled up to that house and we got the toys out of the back of the trailer. We had the Grinch, we had Santa Claus, we had Cindy Lou Who. To see those kids' faces light up,
right?
That was the payoff right there. I didn't need no news crew saying, "Oh, I did this," because no, I didn't. I didn't need that. Mine was right there where the kids' faces lit up. And then, the Army guy, he's like, "Man, why would y'all do this?" I said, "Because it needed to be done."
Right. It's what you do.
Yeah. It's what we do for each other as a community.
Right.
Yeah. So let's see. What does your wife say here? Music continues to help heal Scotti, and he wants to spread the love to help others so no one feels alone.
Yeah, that's our thank you, babe. That's our mantra, our byline at Sergeant Records is "so no one feels alone." And that's the fire to our fury of what we do. Just everything you're saying. It just, I can remember being in Baghdad or being in Nasiriyah, and little side story, me and Shannon Book were in Nasiriyah together. We didn't know each other at the time, but we were in that battle together. But it's kind of bonded us maybe in years later, and I think very highly of him. But we could be in a house in Baghdad or something like that, and there's no reporters and there's no news and whatever, and it's just a bunch of us filthy, sweaty, dirty grunts trying to survive, trying to get the mission done, and we're all together, and that's why we do what we do for our brothers and sisters. It's a non-negotiable. And I like that you said it that way.
Yeah, it definitely is non-negotiable. I mean, I could care less about the recognition. If I know of a veteran family in need, I'm going to go out of my way to make sure that they're taken care of, whether that's connecting them with an organization that can help them better suited than I am. And that's the reason with like this podcast, knowing all these different veteran service organizations from around the country. If I got somebody in Virginia that reaches out to me and say, "Hey, I need some help," I can get them connected with either Beyond Boundaries Richmond, Wayward Warrior Ranch in Bristol, Virginia. I can say, "All right, what are you looking for? What do you think will help you? Is it art therapy? Is it equine therapy? Is it outdoor therapy?" That's why I do this podcast. And like Guitars for Vets and Operation Song and Warrior Rounds. If somebody wants something to do with music, I can get them connected with you guys.
So you are a man after my own heart. You just rattled off, a bunch of people that you're bringing attention to support. And I think it's really, really cool. And that's what I love being a part of this group is that, thank you for the kind words on my songs, but this is more than just me. I mean, there's so many of us that do this. I've mentioned Shannon. There's a new guy that I discovered new to me, Chris Herring, Schaefer Muller in Alaska, Malachias, and the stuff that Joel Hunt does with the radio, and, my sister Tracy and Hero Stock. And it's just so cool to kind of like get a platform and get on the airwaves and mention all these other people because they're our brothers and sisters. We're all in this together. right? We're all in this together.
Yeah, we're all in this together. And the only way that we're going to end that 22 a day
Right.
is if we all work together. Because if you got organizations out there that don't want to work with another organization, then they're not doing it for the right reason.
Right.
Because the only way we're going to end this problem is working together. And I solely, wholeheartedly believe that we have to work together. And I'll work with anybody. But it's, and James will tell you, one of his things that he says, if I sense greed, I'm taking my toys and I'm going home. And I've kind of adopted that mantra too, because
I like it. Yeah.
If it's all about you, then you're doing it for the wrong reason, because it should be about the veterans that you're helping,
right?
Or the veterans' families. So
exactly.
And that's what we tend to focus on here at HomeFront. You know, the big groups, your WWPs and things like that, they have all the marketing and word spread that they could possibly need when we have these grassroots out there that are doing wonderful things, and they truly are focused on that veteran. Not to say the other ones aren't, but when you have that more personal feel, it's, you know, it's just that small town home feel that just it
feels
just
like
it's
Texas
different.
to me when you say it that way. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we love focusing on that grassroots and pulling those, and then, you know, like Willis was saying, like it's a beautiful thing to just network, like to have something in your back pocket when you run into somebody that you might not necessarily be able to help yourself, but it's like, I got a guy, I got something for that,
right?
Yeah.
And, well, you know, I really appreciate y'all's time, and I'll say y'all as we say in Texas. So, but I appreciate y'all's time very, very much. And I see all the people that are signing in and listening. And those are all people that they're my brothers and sisters. And it's just an absolute honor to be part of this. I really would love to get to some of these places somehow, some way, somehow, where there's a will, there's a way. We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
And I'd like to get to these places and get a chance to spread my message and through my music, and to you know, to try and share hope through my songs and my story as well. So,
well,
you know,
we're definitely going to make it happen. That's for sure.
And the privilege is ours.
Yes,
honestly,
the privilege is mutual. So, but before I let you go, because I'm gonna pay some bills and bring you back on before we end the show. But I'm gonna drop you behind screen. Me and Candace gonna talk. We're gonna pay some bills, and then we'll bring you right back up.
Sounds good.
How cool is that? How cool has this episode been? For one, to have another first.
I know. I get stupid excited about those.
Yeah.
Unreleased time it's ever been heard publicly. Like,
dude, that's awesome. And for him to be very like-minded, like how you and I are when we come to this podcast, that makes it even more special. And then top it off, he's a sergeant of Marines like I was, infantry guy like I was.
I just get you excited because he's a Marine.
Yeah, definitely.
I noticed the shirt you were wearing. I was like, yeah, he did that one on purpose.
I did.
I should have worn my Devil Dog shirt.
Well, I was going to wear the Marine It Down shirt, which I need to talk to him about here in a minute, but I was going to wear it, and I was like, I feel like red today. Because you know what we do normally on Fridays, we wear red to remember everybody deployed. So today's
I was like, wait, today's not Friday. I
know today's not Friday, but we don't.
It's been a day. You can't confuse me right now.
Yeah, we don't do a podcast on Friday, so I just decided to wear red today. But let's pay some bills real quick. Actually, let's do this. Let's play. So HomeFront Sitrep has a new segment. It's called Ask Monica. If you're having trouble out there filing your VA disability, or you have you want second opinion, reach out to Ask Monica at askmonica0@gmail.com. She is a doctorate of nursing. She's a nurse practitioner. She's a all-around American badass. She's married to a retired lieutenant colonel. They've been married for 35 years. So definitely reach out to Ask Monica. She will take care of you. She will help you file your disability if you need help filing your disability as well. So here, let's play that commercial real quick. I love it. So yeah, email Monica at askmonica0@gmail.com. If you have questions about your disability claim, or if you want to file your disability claim, or you just got random, you want to get second opinion. Monica is amazing. That's what she does on her day job, is she helps veterans get their VA disability. And then this commercial here, I know we played it at the beginning. We always play it at the end as well. But it's something that we say here on HomeFront Sitrep is you have to ask that next hard question, because 22 a day is 22 a day is too many. So if you go up to somebody, I don't care, it don't have to be a veteran. It could be anybody, just somebody you care about. Check on your little ones, check on your elders, check on your best friend. You have to ask that next hard question, because you never know what they're going through. Yeah, Candace is going to say, "Hey, Willis, how you doing today?" "I'm fine." But then Candace will say, "No, Willis, how are you really doing?" And then more than likely, I'm going to open up to Candace and be like, "This is what I got going on, man. What do you think?" But this commercial, I seen it on TV. I was sitting in the living room upstairs. My wife was in her room. Kids were upstairs. And I think we had just got off a podcast too, and we were talking about it. And, uh, you know, everything that they write on this board, I have said, you have said, I'm sure Scotty has said. And what I love about this commercial is, if you look at the people, it's not the same race, it's not the same gender, it's not this. It's just, it's a wide variety of things. And no matter who you are out there in the world, we all do it the same. We all struggle.
We're
So
all human.
you have to ask that next hard question. So let's play that commercial real quick. Yeah, it says talk about it in therapy, but you don't have to talk about it in therapy. You can talk about it with your best friend. You can talk about with anybody. So definitely, check it out. Hey, there's your daddy.
I know, my daddy.
Welcome, Marcus. How are you, buddy? And then,
I just got to spend the weekend with him.
I know. Did you have a good weekend with daddy?
Of course. That always makes me say I'm doing good, and I mean it.
Awesome. That's awesome. So let's pay the bills. So if you're out there and you're in the music business, since we are talking music today, you can check out talenttalents.com. What Chris Hawks does for bands, promoters, venues, you name it, he does it for free. He don't charge anybody. He does it for free because that's the type of guy he is. And you could be a national act, you could be a local, regional act, whatever. He will help you out. So you can check out talenttalents.com, or you can go find them on Facebook, Talent Talents. And then you got my buddy Rick Ames. I almost said the other part.
It's so hard not to say it every time. I'm like, Rick Ames.
Right. Yeah. But anyway, he does the same thing that Talent Talents does, but he just does it on a smaller scale with Louisville Local Entertainment. So you can reach out to him on Facebook, Louisville Local Entertainment. And then if you're in the hunt for some t-shirts, veteran owned, same flag, same oath.com. My buddy Matt and Becky out there in Houston, where Scotty is, they own same flag, same oath.com. They make amazing shirts. HomeFront Sitrep has a shirt on there. Candace is showing it on the screen right now. It says Marine It Down. It's got our logo on one sleeve. It's got the same flag, same oath logo on the other sleeve. If you go but purchase that shirt, at the end of the year, HomeFront Sitrep is going to get 25% of all sales. And what we're going to do with that 25% is we're going to take all the veteran service organizations locally to Kentucky, and we're going to put them on a randomizer. I'm going to put Candace on a big wheel behind me.
No, we're not swapping that. Marine, you're going on the wheel, and you're going to hold crowns.
But whoever it lands on, we're going to donate that check to that organization. So check out sameflagsameoath.com. Go up to co-branded, scroll down till you see the Marine It Down shirt, and click on it. And then there's also, they have headstones for heroes. There's 2 shirts in there. The last I checked, if you buy one of those shirts, that money goes to helping put tombstones on veterans' graves. I want to say it's in the Houston area. So they got that. Scotty's giving me the thumbs up down there. So,
so if you don't buy our shirt, at least buy one of those.
Yeah, at least buy one of those shirts, or order one of everything, because the shirts are amazing. The quality's really good. I love their.
They are.
I used to wear grunt style all the time, but I'm actually slowly converting over to sameflagsameoath.com.
Yeah,
so
their co-branding is pretty awesome.
And then you got Mac Verdi with Veterans Mortgage Solutions. So if you're in the market for buying a home, check out Veterans Mortgage Solutions. It's an all veteran team. They will take care of you and help you through the ins and outs of the veteran mortgage process. So here, let's play this.
Owner of Talents here, and I just want to say that we are ecstatic to be a major sponsor of HomeFront Sitrep, a community that is ran by veterans and made for veterans. So thank you for tuning in. Talents was formed in order to create a music scene that was together in the form of a collective, so that no one has to do everything on their own. And guess what? We've been doing this for free for over a year. So please go and check out Talents through Facebook or through our official website at www.talenttalents.com. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you again for tuning in to HomeFront Sitrep, a veteran-owned and operated podcast just for you.
My name's Rick Ames. I own Louisville Local Entertainment, a company for music shows, promotions, and bookings in the Louisville music scene. As a veteran, it's my honor to support and sponsor local veteran-owned businesses such as HomeFront Sitrep, made by veterans for veterans. So if you're in the music business and need some help booking or promoting a show for free, look me up, Louisville Local Entertainment. And thanks for tuning in to HomeFront Sitrep.
Gear up in style wearing Got Your Six apparel. Every purchase makes a difference. It's more than just clothing, it's a statement of gratitude. Upgrade without breaking the bank. Discover cost-effective, high-quality clothing made in the USA. Each shirt is handcrafted by our team in the great state of Texas and shipped for free to your front door. Got Your Six is where quality meets purpose. We're a small veteran-owned business that takes pride in the mission and the value of our products. Join us in growing a community, supporting our heroes, veterans, and first responders by wearing a custom design.
I thought you'd never ask.
Visit sameflagsameoath.com and use the code TRIPLETHREAT for 10% off. Follow us on all social media platforms for any upcoming releases or events, and you can reach out to us with questions anytime. We are here to support our brothers and sisters.
Hey guys, Mac Verdi here with Veteran Mortgage Solutions. As rates are dropping, home values are going to start to go up. It's time to start looking if you're looking to purchase a home. That being said, we are an all-military veteran loan officer team. We know the ins and outs of the VA home loan, We are considered the experts in this field. Give us a call today. Go to our website, veteranmortgagesolutions.com. Fill out my quick form. I'll give you $500 off towards closing costs. Have a great day.
And we are back. So yeah, you could definitely check out talenttalents.com, Louisville Local Entertainment, or you can do sameflag.sameoath.com if you're if you want a shirt company and you want to support a veteran-owned company.
Sergeant Rutgers needs a co-branded shirt.
Well, he just gave us a thumbs up, so I think he knows Matt and Becky. I think he typed in the private chat that they're friends of. So Matt and Becky are amazing people. When Julie and I went to Houston, we actually stayed at Matt and Becky's house and got to see the process of how they do the shirts, how they designs. And Becky is amazing. She's very creative when it comes to shirts and stuff. She's the one that actually came up with helped with the design with the Marina Down shirt. And when we were out there, we were talking, about doing spelling Marine with different kinds of crowns, different color crowns. But we're still working on some other ideas. But then you got Mac Verdi and his team at Veterans Mortgage Solutions. Like I said, if you're in the market to buy a home, you definitely want to check out with somebody who knows the ins and outs of the VA home loan process. So let's bring Scotti back up real quick, and then we're going to wrap it up. I'm going to bring him over here, though.
Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Hey, you're welcome.
Hey, that was really exciting. That paying the bills right there. So Matt, just on a little side note there, Matt had Got Your Six, and they had a table. We have various vendors at our Sergeant Records benefit concerts, and he was at 2 events ago. He was one of our vendors and had a table, and I got to spend the afternoon with him while I got to perform, and these other veteran artists performed. And I love what they do, and I highly support those guys.
Yeah, they are amazing people. Like I said, literally, the wife and I. So we had talked about us going out there, and then on a Saturday night, the wife and I said, "Let's book a trip." So we booked a trip. We flew into Houston. Got a rental car, drove up to their house, and stayed the weekend with, or actually it was like 5 or 6 days with them.
I was gonna say you were gone longer than that because I was at your house.
Yeah, you were at my house watching the house, and it was just the wife and I. We went there, and we went to the Houston Rodeo with Matt and Becky and
NRG Stadium. Yep.
Yeah, and it was amazing, and that they introduced me to Bubba Wesley. And I was talking to Bubba earlier today, and I was hoping he would come on the show tonight because I wanted to formally introduce you guys via the screen, but unfortunately he had other plans. But it'll happen. We'll definitely get you and Bubba connected because I think you and him could be a good partnership. Cool. So that's kind of why I connected you guys via text message a while back, and but yeah, man, I love everything that you guys are doing. I can't wait to see where Sergeant Record goes from here. And I'm going to get you connected with any of the veterans, singer-songwriters, bands that
send them our way. We would like to try to get them on stage at one of our home venues that we do our shows at. Thank you for supporting me in my mission and my music. If anybody likes what I do, my original music, and wants to hear more, the album Do or Die, the Do or Die album, and a series of new singles that will be the Never Surrender album coming out shortly, are all on all streaming platforms worldwide, including YouTube Music. There are 3 official music videos that are out there that are on YouTube. So I would love people to just, give it a listen, see if it does something positive for you, get your heart beating, and thank you very, very much.
Well, you're very
welcome. When is
welcome.
American Made coming out officially? I'm ready to sing to it. Like I want to listen to it again.
It may be sooner rather than later because you guys have been so supportive. So I may send that in for digital distribution pretty soon here. So
You
okay,
definitely,
I will take your advice. I will do that. Let's start looking at the first of the month, and I'll let you know when that song gets launched on Spotify and Apple and all that.
You heard it here first.
Okay.
I just put your YouTube channel here for Scotti Fraser. So you can go there, subscribe, and you can see all of his stuff. Or you can. You have anything on the Scotti Fraser Band YouTube channel or no?
It'll just say Scotti Fraser.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can go there. You can follow him on YouTube, or you can go to Spotify, Amazon, wherever you get
All
your
that good
music.
stuff.
Follow Scotti Fraser on there as well. And what you got to do, if you go to there and you follow him on Spotify, you actually have to add his music to a playlist. That way he gets credit for it. Because if you don't, then it'd be just I don't know how it works. I know
I'll
Tracy
get credit for the streams as well, but
Okay.
you know, if they just
Do a playlist.
if they just click and listen, but if they make a playlist and maybe listen at the gym, I mean, just it's cool. So I hope people enjoy the music.
Definitely. And you heard the song first. I'm gonna play it again before we get off of here, just so people can catch
First
it on
time
the
ever
phone.
played outside of the studio. So thank you so much.
No, you're very welcome. And people, you got good response from the people that were watching it at that time, and we probably got different people watching now. So we're definitely going to play it one more time before we get off the air. But man, I want to thank you for coming on here and hanging out with us. It's been an amazing day, amazing conversation and chat. I want to say thank you to your wife and kiddos for letting you come on here and hanging out with us as well.
I may be the sergeant, but my wife is the first sergeant.
There you go. She might be the sergeant major.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, definitely just thanks to her for letting you come on and hang out with us and tell your story and what you got going on for veterans in your community and what you're hoping to do in the future as well. So it's amazing.
Thank you very
David,
much.
I will play that song again. He said he missed it. He jumped on late, so we are going to play that song one more time before we get off here. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go, Scotti. Do you got anything else to say before we let you go, my friend?
All I want to say is thank you to everyone who listened. Thank you to everyone who supports my music. I really appreciate it. And God bless America. God bless our troops. And God bless all of you.
Awesome, brother. Semper Fi.
Brother.
And we will be in touch.
Thank you.
All right, bye. Dude, that's so cool. Great guy, great, just all around great. What's the word I'm looking for, Candace? Go ahead and say my word.
Simply amazing.
There you go. That's phenomenal. He's phenomenal. In the words of Al,
what I was going to use.
yeah, in the words of Al Hero, he's phenomenal. So I'm definitely got to get him connected with these other podcasters too. I need to see which ones he has been on and which ones he hasn't been on. So I'm going to get him connected with Carol Lee with Conversations with the Vet. Tab Bartley with the Oath We Took podcast, and Brian Roof, Every Day's a Saturday, USMC veteran. I think he's already been on that one. Travis with Oscar Mike Radio. Have you been on that one? He's been on that one too. So I'm gonna get him connected with all these other ones.
You're gonna talk to him offline.
Yeah, we'll talk offline.
We got other travel arrangements to make.
Yeah, we definitely do. So I'm gonna play this song one more time because there's people that just got on. This is debut. First time was heard earlier today. This is going to be the second time it's played. This is American Made by Scotti Fraser.
that he can't pay. But he's clinging to the good book and a Chevrolet, and he's still proud to say until his dying day, he's American made. Until his dying day, he's American made. He'll stand up for the colors, and that won't ever change. When he feels like he's back over there, he turns it up top 10 and lets that radio play. He's American made. Until his dying day, he's American made. Until his dying day, he's American made. Until his dying day, he's American made.
See, I can sing along now. I was happy.
I know, right? It's very catchy. I mean, it's got a good hook. The lyrics are amazing. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's
Well, it's heartfelt. Like there's things in there that are like, ooh, but
Yeah.
like you got your foot tapping, like you're
Yeah.
moving with it. It's good.
head
I
bobbing,
love it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So websites here, scottyfraser.com, or you can go to sergeantrecords.com as well. Make sure you follow Scotti Fraser on all social media platforms, wherever you get your music. Go follow the artist. Listen to the music. He gets credits for streams, and that's the algorithm of how they get played. You can also find Scotti Fraser on Veterans Voice Radio too, as well. We have two. With Veterans Voice Radio, we have two apps that you can download. The first one is Ranger Rockwave, and the second one is Simplify Country. You can go to Google Play or the App Store, download those. You can actually text message the station and request a song. And then, we're always getting new veterans on the station to have their music on there. And we focus on ones that are not signed with the record label, but there are other veterans that have signed, like Scotti. I think Scotty's got a few songs on there as well on Veterans Voice Radio. If not, we're going to get him on there. I think he does. Scotti, give me a thumbs up. You are on? Okay, so he is on Veterans Voice Radio. You definitely got to check out Veterans Voice Radio. Check out Scotti Fraser with Sergeant Records. Scotti Fraser, ScottiFraser.com. Check them out. And then, you know what, Candace? It's about that time, my friend. What time is it, Candace? What time is it?
So I can't even come up with the right word.
Anyway, we always say
It's that time.
Yeah, it's that time, Candace. It's that time. Like we always say on HomeFront Sitrep, stay safe out there. We got your
We
six.
got your six.
All right. No,
I
hold
was
up.
gonna say, hold up. Like,
Hold
really? Ryan, you waited that long.
You waited that long to come on here, Ryan.
An
Really?
hour and a half. You're an hour and a half late.
So, Ryan, hold on. I'm gonna bring Scotti back up here on the stage.
Yeah, because we
Scotti.
even played your song earlier.
So my friend Ryan, aka Theory, the one that I played the song, Fallen from Grace. Tell him what you said about his song since he just joined us.
I said that it was by far one of the better rap songs that I've heard recently. I said that it really resonated with me, and it really, it really encapsulated how I feel about the whole situation very much as well. I have those same questions and feelings and thoughts and kind of letdown kind of feelings as well. I just thought it was really incredible the way that you made it all rhyme, and your flow and your prose and the pushes and pulls within the vocal. And, me as a singer and a songwriter, I was really impressed with all that. And just that you could put that all into words, that whole story. I mean, you hit all the wickets. And with my music career, I feel the same way. So thank you for kind of telling the story for a lot of us.
I love it. I love it. All right, my friend. Well, we're going to let you go because I know you got to get, we're going to end the show.
Right.
Ryan, I need to get with you later and talk about some things with Sargent Records and Scotti Fraser
Just text
here.
them later.
So I'll text you later, Mr. Ryan. Thank you for jumping on.
Thanks, y'all.
Thanks, Scotty. But anyway, like we always say here at HomeFront Sitrep, let's try this again. Like we always say at HomeFront Sitrep, stay safe out there, and we got your six. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed the show.
Suggestions and comments are always welcome.
Cannot wait to have another great show with y'all.
Don't forget you can find HomeFront Sitrep on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.
Stay safe out there. I got your six.